Uh, hey guys, hope you are doing great. So today I'll talk about how to use async await in Angular. For that, I'll use stackplace.com. It's an online IDE, online code editor for writing Angular code and a lot of other uh, technologies. So I'll click on start a new app and then Angular. So here we have a simple uh, Angular application. So I'll quickly sign in with my GitHub URL, with my GitHub credentials. So I have signed in. You can see Angular recipes. So first we'll try to make a backend call, right? So for that I'll use an API called recrest.in. So they provide dummy APIs. So let's look at this list of users. So what you generally do, you import HTTP client module and try to use it. So I'll first write a code which is generally I'll start with a simple way, right? The most common way, and then we'll try to refine it. So what we generally do is HTTP client module, and this needs to be imported. Since the line is getting bigger, I'll make it in separate lines. So as soon as I saved, it made it in the same line. It's okay. So we have HTTP client module, and if we want to use it in app component, we can do it like this constructor. So I'll quickly change the settings to uh, reload on save. So when I save any file, only then the page will reload. So that will give a slightly better experience. Constructor, and here private HTTP client. So this is how you generally do, right? And then in in ng on it, you do something like this dot http dot get, and this line will make a call to the backend. What it returns is an observable, as you know. So either we do something like this, users, and then we do dot subscribe, and a function like res is the response, this dot users equal to res. We do something like this, and in the HTML I'll do something like this. I'll print users, and I'll use a JSON pipe to see what users are there, right? So you can see all the users. can also, so basically what we are getting, we are getting the users in this data key. So we can also do something like this. This dot users equal to rest dot data. Some TypeScript issues, we have to mark it as any, and here users. So here we have all the users. We can quickly format it, for example something like this, div img source equal to div star ng for equal to let user of users and img source equal to user dot avatar and uh, user dot name. So since it's a variable, so we need to make it as square braces. So then you will start getting like this. And then user doesn't have name, it has first name and last name. So first name plus space plus user dot last name. You can see, right? All the users are coming. I'll get rid of this JSON. So this is how you generally do, right? Or you use observables, right? Like users and this dot users is equal to http dot get. So that's one way. So another, if we want to use async await, what we can do is so this returns an observable, right, on which we can subscribe and do things. If we since the space is less, I'll use multiple lines. If we do to promise, call to promise method, then it will return a promise. So what we can do is we can directly write this dot users equal to await, and we have to mark this function as async. So what we basically get is the response, so not this dot users. So we can write const res equal to this, and just after this line we can write this dot users equal to res dot data. Now we have it ready, right? So when we use async await, it looks like synchronous lines of code like we write in Java, and we don't have callbacks and observables and dot then or dot subscribe. It makes it quite simple. Right? We can process here, we can do something with the users. Or, right? So nowadays, a lot of people are using async await. So it's good to learn, and why not? We can certainly use it in Angular as well. So I hope this was useful for you, and I hope to see you in some other video.